Welcome to another unboxing by theplayersaid.com. I'm Grant. Today I'm unboxing or unbagging, however you want to look at it, a new game that I've received and purchased from High Flying Dice Games called Fortunate Sons, The Anonymous Battle, March 26th, 1970. Obviously this game is set during the Vietnam War. It is designed by Paul Rohrbaugh. Graphics by Bruce Yerin, and as I mentioned, you can see the High Flying Dice logo there in the bottom. I've never played a game from High Flying Dice. I don't own any games, and I thought I would try them out. This game was actually featured in I think it was my June War Game Watch post, where we kind of give advice on upcoming games. I enjoy a good game about the Vietnam War. Particularly one that is a little more obscure. Don't know a whole lot about this battle, but this battle, as you can see, the Anonymous Battle, you can see it's probably named for that because not many people know about it. But it is an engagement near the Cambodian border in the Tay Ninh province of Vietnam between the American 11th Armored Cavalry and the 1st Air Cav, fighting against the 9th NVA Infantry Division. You can see the black horse insignia there for the cavalry. So I'm pretty excited. This game was actually very affordable. It was $24.95, and I paid a little bit extra. I think it was $6 more to get upgraded cards. The game, if you don't buy the upgraded cards, you are to play it with a normal playing card deck. Those cards are used to drive the action a little bit. So this game is also a sister game to Bad Moon Rising, the battle for Firebase Illingworth. I do not have that, but it is also a polybag type game. And if this game is good, which I have no reason to believe it's not, I might look at getting that one. So I've kind of pre-unbagged it because these are... My problem with polybag games is they're always so tight. I always feel like I'm going to rip the bag in opening them up. I always wish they would just get a little bit bigger bag, but that's just a nitpicky comment. Here you can see the cover for the game. Very nice looking graphic. Shows some interesting aspects of the war there. It's a just normal sheet of paper. Most of the items in here, aside from the maps and the cards, are on just normal paper. And then the cards and the map are on a more thicker card stock. There are a couple variants to the game. You can kind of see right here. Just some variant rules, ambush setup, and then here's some specific scenario rules that you need to be aware of. Don't really know much about it at this point. I simply opened the game the other day to get a look at it, and haven't really read much through the rules. So we'll see how it goes. Here is a player aid. It's on card stock, but it tells you how to read the units. It also gives the terrain effects chart there on the right side of the card. They actually have really nice looking counters. I looked at them the other day, and I thought they really were great. Here you can see there's a good picture of M113s going down a trail in Vietnam. Nice shot there. I always like it when games go to that extra level to try and provide some realistic and historically based photos. There have been some addendum. I know this game came out early in the year, but these are a couple kind of changes in rules. I'll have to look those over. The first thing we have here, there are one medium-sized counter sheet. I've got it turned upside down. You can see, there it's focused in. There's some of the American units on the top. There are some entrenched counters in the middle, and you can see they offer -1 dice roll modifier. And then these are, I'm assuming, actually, as I look at this counter sheet, I'm not really sure all the different unit designations, but here's just a good look at the little counters. I actually like them. They're kind of small. They're good thickness. They do appear to be in that counter sheet pretty thickly, so I'm going to be careful about taking those out. Don't know if that's if they're going to tear or not. There's the NVA flag. You can see there's some markers that say trail broken. Don't really know what they mean, but nice looking counters, good thickness. And then there's a couple of smaller counters, some aircraft units. They pop out fairly easily. Nice looking there. The reason I'm kind of hesitating a little bit is if you look here, it says Bloody Dawns. And I know that they High Flying Dice Games also has a game out called Bloody Dawns. And it's a card-driven game simulating the Iraq-Iran war of, I think, the 1980s, 1988 maybe. Anyway, I hope that they didn't send the wrong counters, but I mean, these look like they're appropriate. So there's the counters. I think they're pretty nice. I'll put them in a little bag. I've got some extra baggies. These are some advertisements for Against the Odds magazine. They're included in there. And then here's, oh, okay, so I see the Dueling Eagles. He kind of added in a looks like an extra game. Dueling Eagles is the invasion of Malta. You can see right there, and that's what these counters are for. So maybe that's what that is. Anyway, I'll look through it and try to figure that out. But it looks like I might have gotten some extra games here. So here's the maps. They are glossy and they're printed on 11 by 17 paper. Let's go ahead and kind of fold them out. Upon first look, the map doesn't look to be that amazing. It's fairly simple, a little abstract. It looks like it's cordoning the areas off in zones with a letter and a number. Looks like they go from F1 through F28, and then there's a line of Ds in this section. Game record track, turn track here on the left side. They don't look terrible, but these are not, I wouldn't call these high quality maps, I guess is what I would say. They're functional and they will play well. I'm sure they also will wear well because they're printed on thicker paper. So we'll go ahead and throw those up here. Here are the cards that are included in the game. And if you remember, I told you at the beginning, I ordered kind of an updated or upgraded set. These are fairly thick card stock. If I didn't order these, I would have had to have used face playing cards. And you can see nice art, same art as on the cover. Let me turn the cards over. So here's just an example. Obviously, this is the United States cavalry card, and then here's an NVA card. You'll notice when you draw these cards, based on whether they're odd or they're even, is the number of activations that will be gained from playing those cards. So if you look here at this NVA card, it says 5 activations. It's an odd card. And what I mean by odd is it's the 3 of hearts. So if we look over here in comparison, so here's a 3 of diamonds and a 2 of diamonds. So this is an even number, this is an odd number, and the difference, even number and odd number, and the activations are different. The ace appears to be counted as an odd. There's the 10 of hearts, which once again is an even and comes with 4 activations. So just in first glance, it looks like odd numbers give you 5 activations, even numbers give you 4 activations. So I'll have to cut these. I'll have to get some good scissors. You can see lines. I would have preferred to have these perforated, but these are doable. I will we'll just simply have to cut those. But it looks like there's about, and then here's a random event card. There are random events in the game. When this is pulled, I'm sure in the rules it tells what event happens when. But there's 2, 4, 6, 8 cards on a sheet. I have 5 full sheets, so that's 40, and then there are 42 cards, so 21 per side. There's another random event card. Sorry if I'm making you drunk, but there's another random event. So those are the cards. I'll have to cut those and probably sleeve them so that they stand up a little better, and we'll go from there. Here is the random events table that I just mentioned. So this is the rules. The rules of play are only 8 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. And a lot of those, you can see there's a lot of white space there. But here's that player aid I showed you, the terrain chart, how to read the units. Here's some designer notes. So it looks like the rules are about 6 pages. So this is going to be a fast playing and mostly simple, not complex war game. There's rules for air support, assaulting, movement, activations, what you can do with your activations, etc. So it looks pretty simple. We have some setup guidelines there. It'll tell you where, what units go in what spaces. So very simple, simple rules of play. I enjoy simple. And the back cover is an advertisement for some other games. So that is what you'll find in Fortunate Sons, the anonymous battle from High Flying Dice Games. I will look forward to trying. This does play solo. It's 1 to 2. I don't know that it's high solitaire suitability, but I'll try it. And then Alexander and I will get together and try to get a play of this over the next couple of weeks. Probably looks like it takes 60 to 90 minutes to play. Probably the first play will be more like 90 to 120 minutes. But once again, quick, fast-playing war game with some simple rules and covers an interesting battle from the Vietnam War. So look for a review or some action points in the near future on this game. And check out our blog at thePlayersAid.com to find all type of reviews, AARs, designer interviews, and other types of content that we try to provide, including videos. So let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.